If you care about U.S. citizenship laws, you need to hear this. The landscape of American citizenship is shifting in real time, and the latest development could have ripple effects for millions of people across the country. Whether you were born here, are an immigrant, or simply want to understand how the law shapes who gets to call themselves an American, this is a moment you can't ignore. The Supreme Court just handed down a decision with huge consequences. This isn't just another legal technicality. This is a ruling that could redefine how government power is checked, and who gets immediate protection from controversial executive actions. Here's what just changed. On Friday, the Supreme Court ruled 6-3 to limit the power of lower court judges to block government orders nationwide. In other words, when a president issues a sweeping executive order, a single federal judge can no longer halt it for the entire country, unless everyone affected is part of the lawsuit. The immediate result? President Trump's executive order to end birthright citizenship is set to take effect, in most states, while legal fights continue. This means that for now, the long-standing practice of granting citizenship to nearly all babies born on U.S. soil is suddenly in jeopardy in large parts of the country. This is a seismic shift in how executive power is enforced and challenged. For decades, nationwide injunctions have been a key tool for quickly stopping government actions that might violate the Constitution or federal law. Now that tool is much more limited. But let's clear something up. The court did not decide whether ending birthright citizenship is constitutional. That question, which strikes at the heart of the 14th Amendment and the very definition of American identity, is still unresolved. That's still up for a future showdown, possibly later this year. Legal experts expect a fierce battle ahead, with both sides preparing for arguments that could shape the nation's future for generations. So what happens now? The order will go into effect in 28 states that haven't joined lawsuits against it. In these states, the rules around who is granted citizenship at birth could change almost overnight, creating confusion and uncertainty for families, hospitals, and local governments. If you're not part of those legal challenges, the order applies to you. That means thousands of families could be affected immediately, with questions about their children's status and rights. For those who sued, including 5 pregnant women who argued that their children's futures were at stake, the situation is different. Their legal action has, for now, shielded them from the executive order's effects. 22 states, 2 cities, and a coalition of advocacy groups have also joined the fight, arguing that the executive order violates constitutional rights and would create chaos in their communities. For these plaintiffs, the block remains in place. Their legal victories mean that, at least for now, birthright citizenship is protected in their jurisdictions. The ruling, written by Justice Amy Coney Barrett, says judges should only block government actions for those who actually sued, not for the whole country. This approach, she argued, respects the limits of judicial power and keeps courts from overstepping their authority. The 3 liberal justices strongly dissented, warning that this could let unconstitutional policies go unchecked. They argued that when fundamental rights are at stake, courts must have the power to protect everyone, not just the people who file lawsuits. This debate isn't just about birthright citizenship. It's about the balance of power between the branches of government, the role of the courts, and how quickly Americans can get relief from potentially harmful policies. The bottom line, this decision could change how executive orders are challenged in the courts, far beyond just birthright citizenship. It sets a precedent that could affect future disputes over immigration, healthcare, environmental rules, and more. The Supreme Court will decide on the core issue, who is a citizen, soon. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the outcome will shape the nation's identity for years to come. Stay tuned.